Hello and welcome to a quick video about macros. Basically, I've been going through some characters and I've been making a lot of macros lately, and I just wanted to show them. Now, I would say that you can easily play World of Warcraft without macros. This is not a game where you really need macros at all, but it does help, and it kind of just makes the game overall better for you if you have a few. So let's go over my general first. Back when I was actually leading battlegrounds, it was useful to just have battle plans as a macro. You can have different texts and whatnot. I really just like these macros, so I keep them. This macro is really good for showing souls in Mr. Pandera. You can find that on Wowhead. If you need to see how much you have assault, this is a very good one. Another battle plan. This is a really excellent macro for fishing. So the first time you click this macro, well, you have to click it twice. It will equip all your fishing items, plus use your lore on the second click. So yeah, I really like that one. It kind of just saves you time when you're out fishing, which I actually am right now. The hydrate frame, yeah, that's not much. Another one for souls. A really good mount macro. So it shows the tooltip of your land mount, and when you're dismounted and you can't fly, it's going to be summoning your land mount. But when you're able to fly, it's going to summon your flying mount. So this macro is really excellent if you want to be able to fly and have a ground mount without having two keybinds. So that's kind of just saves a keybind if you want to save a little space on your bars. Prospecting is really good for mass milling. I have also used this one with spell IDs, so I believe you can also use spell IDs, and if you can remember a name of an item, you can get spell IDs in this macro as well, but prospecting is always good to macro with. This one is basically just a pulling macro. Basically just a raid warning. Pretty sweet if you're tanking a lot and you are in a raid and whatnot. So I like to have this one. It's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that's just a recount, another battle plan. Now this one, survey, it's really simple, but if you are on a druid and you're doing archaeology, which is by the way the best way to do it because of the flight form, it will cancel your flight form. So I can just quickly showcase it now. I actually have the macro here. So it's really nice if you're doing archaeology on a druid. This one is really good as well. Say you're at the vendor and you need to buy a bunch of items. This one will buy 250 of the first item in the vendor's list. I use this one mainly to buy from the leather trader and whatnot in the garrison, but it's really good to just buy a lot of items from a vendor with one click. I like this one a lot. It saves a good amount of time. This one is really handy if you're on a high populated server, or you're at least hunting for really easy, or what can you say, hard items. Just spamming trade once in a while when you're in capitals. So right now I'm looking to buy all the free dice toys that are from Pickpocket, and I'm basically just spamming this one. And this one is the same. When I'm in capitals, I'm just spamming my profit macro. So in here I have all my different kinds of profits, materials that I need to buy to make items. So yeah, pretty simple there. A target marker is always useful if you're in a battleground where you need to target a specific person or whatever. I use this one mostly maybe Ashran or something like that. The extra action button, this is just for macroing your special ability button, but yeah, it's not that useful, but still okay. So yeah, that was pretty much all my general macros. So let's just go over my field routes macro. But this one is kind of general. You don't really need this one. It just saves you binds and saves you clicks. So use all your cooldowns in one click, and also your trinkets and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty sweet in PvP. Maybe not that much in PvE, but yeah, it saves you some binds. And I really need to save binds in my UI, so it's very good for me. This one casts Cyclone on your focus target. If you don't have a focus target, it will cast Cyclone. I don't really use focus markers that much, but if you need to use focus markers, this is a really good one just for Cyclone, and you can replace it with whatever ability you need. Just rename it, not Cyclone, but something else. This one uses Mighty Bash and casts me into cat form or bear form if I was using it out of form, so that's pretty handy. Nature Swiftness just together with Talent. Now this one is almost mandatory in PvP and maybe even PvE for fellow druids or even just druids in general. Basically, it clears all your snares and crowd controls without leaving the form really fast. So right now I'm going in and out of my form super fast, but if I do this the normal way, you see it will be much slower. With this macro I can do it instantly almost, so that's a very handy macro if you're playing a field druid in PvP. Let's see, your power shift, yeah, that's just another way to power shift. Basically just does travel form if you're indoors, and if you're in water it will do the other one, but not that useful any longer in Water to Draenor. This one casts Brawl, kinda like the stance power shift macro, so you can do it with spamming without cancelling stealth. Pretty useful also on rogues and whatnot. I like to have a few macros that are announcing what abilities that I use, especially combat resing, so this one will show what target you're combat resing. Now this one is pretty specific, something that I really hated. When you are out in your normal form and you use Stampeding Roar, usually you will be going into bear form as default, which is kinda annoying. With this macro it will go into cat form on the first click, and when you click it again it will use Stampeding Roar. I really like that macro because as the default it's going into bear form, and that's piss annoying when I don't want to go into bear form when I'm running around in a capital city and whatnot, and I'm using Stampeding Roar for just running to the mailbox or whatever. I actually had it named wrong. Can just change that. There you go, that's much better. And the last one is basically just another power shift. I should also mention that I'm actually using an add-on that's called Macro Toolkit for the add-on. All my macros, it's really handy. If you haven't gotten this add-on, I would definitely suggest it. But let's go over to some other characters. Feel free to skip ahead. Just have to relog. I think I will be going on my hunter, cause he is kinda just nearly the one that I have the most markers on, besides my druid. Yeah, it takes a while to relog. Nothing to do about. So my druid, my hunter even has a lot of markers. Basically, this one just casts Arcane Shot like it would be a tap target, and yeah, you don't have to have a target at all. I should really just go out and get some mobs nearby if there's any close by mobs here. There's probably not that many mobs down here, and he just killed a spider. I would kinda need to show the markers in combat, cause it just makes more sense like that. So as you see right now, I don't have any target, and if I'm hitting Arcane Shot, it will target the mob. Pretty sweet. And the same deal goes for this macro, that it has the icon of Hunter's Arrow. It's basically just the same as my Arcane Shot, and it also sends in my pet to begin attacking. Bestial Wrath, this uses all the cooldowns together with also cancel hours of hand protection and Tyrants, really good for PvP, and also believe it also starts my pet attack. So yeah, if you need a really good Bestial Wrath cooldown, this is the This macro is awesome. Camouflage, yeah, not that good, but still it cancels camouflage if you need to, and that's basically it. This one is really handy. The first cast, it will cast, I click on it will cast the aspect of pack, and the next cast will be aspect of the cheetah, so that's really sweet to save a bind on your bars. Deterrence, stop casting for deterrence, not that important. Disengage, stop and cast. And all this is needed. Yeah, a different one for traps, but this is really good for saving a bind. When you use trap launcher, you can cast explosive trap or any other traps instantly, so that's really handy. Oh, now I did something stupid there. Just need to cancel. Okay, feign death. This is also just a really good feign death marker. So it stops all your cast and instantly cast feign death, and then it also makes your pet follow you. So that's really handy. Flare, it's basically just so you can spam flare without it casting, being cancelled even. Another glaive toss, yeah, this one is okay too. It makes you instantly cast glaive toss and start attacking. Ice trap, misdirection, really good. Focus, misdirection. If you have a focus target, this is really good. If it's not focused, it casts on your pet, so that's really handy. Really good revive pet marker here. So it basically casts revives if it's dead, and if it's not dead, it will call your pet, and if it's already out, it will mend your pet. So that's really good marker to save binds. Yeah. And this one is basically just a pet follow attack. I like this one just to get some control over my pets. This one is basically the same, pet move to and pet defensive. And this is my pet assist, pet attack and start attack. Really good mark just to get the combat going if you're out of focus and you want to send in your pet. And this one is for tracking. So this one, if I click on this one, it will activate all the ones that I can track instantly. So that's really handy. And yeah, that's basically it for my hunter. I guess I could go quickly back to the end place and show another one. Let's see what I had in my mail there. Feel free to skip ahead a little. I think I will show my mage now, and that will probably be the last one. Don't have that many markers on the other characters. So blink, stop casting. This is really handy if you want to make sure that you cast blink while you're casting. Focus target. If it's not my focus, it will cast counter spell. Really good marker for your pet, so you can bind your pet's ability. Ice block. This is really needed mostly in PvP, maybe PvE sometimes. It basically just cast ice block, and then on the second cast it cancel it. Polymorph macro, it does everything you could ever want in a polymorph macro. It clears focus and casts polymorph on your target, and if it's not a target, it will cast on your target. It's really good. Slow fall, yeah, this is not that important, but it's basically a mouse over macro for slow fall, and either the player or the target. Another stop casting with focus on my target. And cast water jet. This is also just like the freeze ability. And yeah, I think that's about it. I will copy paste the macros. If you want to, just comment in the comment section below or whatever, and I will send the macros in the comment section for you if you need to have them for yourself. So yeah, I hope you found this useful, and maybe you will see some of my other WoW guides. Goodbye.